All right. So, so it will be our first video in new 2026. Supposedly, I had to make more videos last week of the old year in December, but I didn't. So that much. Nevertheless, I finished two models meanwhile. So first one I unboxed before. Then the last video was Transformers by Trumpeter, Optimus Prime from the Bumblebee movie line. Oh, it was Optimus Prime, which is finished. How to say a few words about this one? I really was surprised. First off, surprised, because the model is very simple to build. Model is very simple to build. He has a very nice color separation, a lot of details. Articulation also was very well made, and self model looks very great when finished. You can pose it as you like. I'm not planning to pose it any different way anytime soon. So we have Optimus Prime and this specific pose, and I would rather say it was a very interesting experience, a very cool looking model, but for my tastes it's a little bit too small. For a comparison, I brought on the scene I don't know what scale those Transformers Bumblebee movie models are from this line, but just for reference, I brought newly built Optimus Prime, which shakes because my table is not stable. Desk, no matter. So this is Optimus Prime, high grade GM from Origin line. I think Cuckoo's Dono Island variation. Doesn't matter. It's a high grade and master grade Jingladiator I built on the last weeks of December. So in comparison, the Optimus Prime, the Transformer leader, is the smallest one. Small grain disappointment because I wanted a cool model or at least cool looking figure of Optimus Prime. In a little bit bigger scale, which I'll try to somehow fix in the future by ordering more stuff from little known companies made. And I'm talking about those little made companies. I didn't mention the fact those two models are knockoffs. That's right, the Gym is a knockoff, and Jingle Dasher also is a knockoff. Third party knockoffs, called as you like it, as long as those are good in quality and fun to build. I consider this option over the overpriced bloated Bandai for premium people products. So GM is a normal high grade in my opinion. It has few issues, few loose joints. Some parts need a little bit trimming to complete in one go. Somewhere are flashes, but in overall it's a good high grade, so you have no point in paying overpriced tag for original premium Bandai. And Jingle Theater is exceptionally good master grade copy made by non-Bandai. Very nicely made. I don't know about color. Is that original accurate colors? But this one has everything. Fun to build, color separation great, everything fits. Comes with decals, which I applied and coated, and looks stable, feels stable, looks awesome, and just win. For the win. This one is for the win because really I appreciate the Jin variation design like this one. This Gladiator is from Gundam Eclipse, as I remember. But I'm not willing to pay Bandai a bloody $100 over only for a master grade, which they decided to make a premium, decided are scarce to find, and do not control anyhow second-hand market when people try to scalp other people's just because they like something. So around this video, I would like to finalize the final thoughts about the Bumblebee Optimus Prime model, and it would be fair to tell this model is not for everyone. I mean, it's a great model. It's a nice touch. You can try to collect whole line. I don't think so. I have this in the booklet somewhere where Bumblebee, Soundwave, and others. It doesn't matter. It was in the box. I'm not looking for the box now. And have it nicely posed on your shelves, cabinet, anywhere. It will add a nice touch and will be look like very thematic. But for my tastes, it's a little bit too tiny. So you take it or you leave it. You're not going anywhere, pal. You're staying here in the big family. So that's much about this. So model is good, great. Valuation is just only one issue if you don't like a small scale model. So this is too small. The high grades is normal for me. It's okay, but this is a little bit too small. That would be all about modeling, but it's not all. I bought few stuff. I actually bought much more, but I didn't have time to make any videos, so I collected little by little everything. And just lower this camera down, like that. So I bought things periodically. I just didn't make any annotations about it. So we have two blind capsules of Shinigami, like some Shinigami cat figures. I opened those before, so I more or less know which one I got. I went for a skeptical one, like this one, or the black one, doesn't matter. And I got few. This one is also cool. Just open it, check it out. Have few stuff, a little bit more of stuff to show on the camera, but still working on my camera setup, but it's coming out little by little, lighting and everything else. So we have a little bit much here and there. We have a light gray coat Shinigami with this nice cute Sage cat head on over it. So we have one already built. And we'll put him here, buddy. This will be recycled, thrown away. We do not collect trash garbage. And we have another one. I don't remember which one is this one, but I have opened before. I have a light sub skeptic one. That's right. The one I really wanted. Skeptic one with a light sand colored coat. Size more or less the same. Actually like a copy of that one, which is also cool. So we're going here next to his little brother. And that's not all. Because I have a little bit more stuff to show, because I bought, as I mentioned before, I bought periodically something, but I just didn't have time to show it up because of reasons. So first off, I bought from a second market used Gunpla. This Gunpla, which one I was planning to add to my collection, but back in the day I didn't plan to buy it because I had a different version of it. So we have a Union Overclock from Double O Gundam series, which is unique looking mobile suit designed for a high-speed combat, close combat, high speed. Yeah, we spent too fast. It requires a little bit of work out on it. I will add some color variations. I will remove all stickers from here. I suppose there should be more stickers, but I don't see them yet, which is not a problem. I will. Those are emblems also presented on the wing. It says our flag, if you can see that, which is not bad. Actually, not bad build model. Went me for a €4, which is cool. Good price for such a model, because nowadays you barely can see double kits anywhere, so that's quite a win. Win to me. Okay, some noobs haven't been removed, which we'll deal later. We'll add more colors to these here. Remove seam lines, which will be spotted or not. Of course, stickers will be removed completely. And we have, where's the beam saber? Beam saber was painted in the metallic silver, which I don't remember. I think it wasn't metallic at all. We have this rotor blade, which deflects bullets all of a sudden, but it was it is. It is what it is. It was what it was. Alright, so we have our flag. Our flag was not a number 1 in this list, but we have our flag in our collection, and that's something. Now, next one is especially good because I was looking for a while, and I was able to secure one. And this will be a little bit. I need to raise a little bit camera. It'll be a figure, not a model. That's right. I'm not buying figures very often, and this one's special because it was released by Bumpress, I think, and it was a prize item. I think on some lottery probably. And this is a gem, a highly articulated figure from back. So from back 2008. Of course, made in China. Everything else. Line up for other figures. This one I getting, and that's G3 variation of Gundam. We have a lot of articulation points because it's a highly articulated figure, a very difficult to find one, and the price tag I paid, I will not mention, but price was really too big this time. I'll check on this guy later, show a little bit more of him in the future, but for a while for now, he'll be remain in the box. We will be resting his bone. I bought some tools for the fools. No, actually, I'm not joking about that. I bought the Spire, Chinese brand of modeling tools, and this time this is let's call it plastic trimmer, because if you read here, you will read reciprocating sander. Basically, electric tool designed for sanding plastic parts. I suppose on the plastic parts comes with different tips for different sizes, shapes, and for different sizes for sandpaper. Very nicely packed. It has a fine bar for energy consumption. When it runs low, the bar gets into the red darker colors. Opened, and we have a set of tools, which I will present a bit more like this. We have, as I mentioned, tips for different size shapes. We have USB charge cable, and as I mentioned before, we have this sandpaper tips, a lot of them, different sizes, 180, 280, 600, and so on. And those later might be replaced by separately bought ones. I think. Zipai sells also refills for that. We have a size chart, stickers. Those are stickers, so you make sure you're not replaced unwanted size of sandpaper. And we have a tool. It is an electric tool, of course, charged by a charge cable I showed before earlier. And we have a nice, very elegant and very slim case for some more like a marker. And I activated it accidentally. It appears it has some charge, which I will demonstrate soon. Enough, of course. This is a connector for a cable, and we will turn it on. It has 3 speeds, and it shows battery depletion probably. Well, it should know. Head moves. All right, so. Yeah, 3 speeds, which I will test soon enough, shortly, maybe tomorrow, maybe after tomorrow, maybe a week later, I don't know. I have some projects projects I'm currently working on, so yeah, I might be using this one very soon. So I have some cool tools, not for the fools. Very nice packaging. Looking forward to try it out in the field. I have some cool tools. First off, and I bought something new as well. Again new, and those will be a bunch of markers. That's right, bunch of markers, because I saw a small advertisement by, what was that? Cap floor. Cap, which one, I wonder? I don't know which one, but something flew off. Try to look on the floor. Oh, I don't see it anywhere. I'm looking for this a little bit later. So, markers. I said marker because I saw a small advertisement by a builder on Twitter, and those are like a painting markers, various colors. Of course, I brought myself quite a bunch, mostly those which are very difficult to make as a painting material on the models, such as a bright yellow, white, and shades of yellow. This one is silver. Let's open. And this is half tip. Oh, tip is. I don't know. It should be a. Oh, that's right. You should release a paint first. Also, paint on nail. Oh, that's very nice. I will definitely check and test them on the models and see how this paint hold up when it dries off, to check if I can finally remove pesky, time-consuming yellow, white off, yellow off, paint applying. In other words, it's very boring and very difficult to paint with the bright colors for me when I'm using on the brushes. So there might be a solution, might be not. I will find out. Maybe soon, maybe a little bit later. This week, this month, I don't know. I haven't planned anything yet. I'm working on one model. I am do some measuring, some nub removals, It may take a while. And yes, that one I'm working currently is also knockoff figure, and this one is really not the great example of the cheap and good, more like a cheap and bad. True definition of cheap product. Okay, so that's much about this video update, blabbering and such. And I have no idea when I make another video, so stay safe.